Welcome to my instructional video on using Voyant. We will take an introductory look at some of the capabilities this tool offers. Voyant is a free web-based program that can be found at voyanttools.org. To get started, simply copy and paste a digital text into the window on the home page. This project revolves around 3 treatises on orchestration, all of which are available digitally on the Internet Archive at archive.org. Once you find the item you're looking for, download it as full text. It will open in the same window, and you can copy and paste it in its entirety to the Voyant text box. We will use this first one, a treatise on modern instrumentation and orchestration by composer Hector Berlioz, to demonstrate some of the tools offered on Voyant's site. Other texts I used were orchestration treatises by composer Nikolai Rimsky-Korsakov and musicologist Cecil Forsyth. Before using any of the tools, I would recommend eliminating stop words, which are common words like the and it, as well as punctuation marks and frequently used numbers. To do so, choose this Options button, choose the English Tapware list, and tick the box next to Apply Stop Words globally. Voyant offers several tools which we will not use for this project. The first is the text cloud, or cirrus, which appears at the upper left corner of this window. The visualization shows how often a word is used by increasing or decreasing its size relative to the other word. The corpus summary is below that, and at the bottom left is the document type frequencies grid, the tool I used almost exclusively for this experiment. It lists the most frequently used words in descending order. Clicking on an individual word opens up the tools on the right of the window. The tool on the upper right, the Type Frequencies chart, graphs individual words or pairs of words, showing frequency of use at multiple points throughout the entire work. This is helpful if you are analyzing a single work, but that information was not needed for my analysis. In the middle on the right, you can see the words in context. The information on the bottom right summarizes what is found elsewhere, giving a word count, relative use per 10,000 words, and a mini graph. Finally, this big window in the middle allows you to see the entire corpus that you've input. Now that we have an overview of what Voyant can do, let's begin our project of analyzing and comparing 3 texts. Textual analysis can be useful in comparing works within the same discipline to find similarities and differences. Let's start with Berlioz's treatise. Click on this button and export the words and numbers in tabular data as plain text. The top 50 words appear, and you will copy and paste everything in this window into the Google Sheet. I already did this, and then alphabetized the list to combine any plural words. For this project, I chose not to combine all words with the same roots because some might have different meanings. For example, orchestra, orchestral, and orchestration. Since combining left us with less than 50 words, I went back, chose the next few words in Voyant, and performed the process again until I had 50 unique words. I then completed the process for the other 2 treatises. You can see my results here. Then, make note of the top 50 words in each text. I also noted any instruments that were mentioned in the first 50 words in case that had any relevance. I created a chart to keep track of the data. Now I will compare the texts. To do so, I alphabetized and then extracted the words from each list and put them in a fourth spreadsheet. Having the words listed side by side makes it easy to see which words are shared by all the books, which are used only by two, and which are unique to a single work. This took a bit of time, but every time I noticed a unique word, I made note of it in my chart. Once I was done doing this, I made lists of which works shared words to look for similarities. From the chart and the lists, I was able to write a report discussing the content of each work individually and relative to the other works. This included discovering how each author framed the topic of orchestration, which I included in my chart. By analyzing word frequency using Voyant, I was able to infer information about the subject and framework of these 3 orchestration treatises. I was not expecting such clear results, and I'm very excited about the research that can be done using Digital Humanities tools. I hope this gave you some helpful information into some of the things you can do with Voyant. Thanks for watching.